Welcome to Young Patriots.
Join me as I reveal one of the most explosive stories shaking Europe today. Imagine this: 200,000 angry French citizens flooding the streets, blocking highways, torching buses, chanting for Macron's resignation. Why? Because their government just announced a brutal $50 billion budget cut. But here's the twist the French media won't tell you. The deeper cause of this crisis doesn't lie in Paris, it lies in Africa. More specifically, in the Sahel. France is collapsing because it lost its grip on Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso. Without Africa, France is bankrupt. Without the Sahel, France is humiliated. Well, Paris, Lyon, Marseille, Toulouse, the streets are on fire. Protesters chant, "Macron must go." A bus torched in Rennes, train cables cut near Toulouse. At Gare du Nord station in Paris, police fired tear gas at thousands of demonstrators blocking entry. 80,000 police officers deployed nationwide, yet still overwhelmed. Nearly 500 people arrested. Over 170,000 people mobilized in more than 800 protests across France. The Block Everything movement, born online, has become a tidal wave of anger sweeping across the country. And the reason? Austerity, cuts, sacrifice demanded of ordinary French people. Prime Minister François Bayrou unveiled a $50 billion cut, slashing pensions, freezing salaries, removing national holidays. The people shouted no. Parliament collapsed in a no-confidence vote. Macron scrambled to appoint yet another prime minister. But the anger only grew. And that's just the beginning. Because here's what France doesn't want to admit. These budget cuts are not simply about mismanagement. They are about the collapse of France's colonial empire in Africa. They are about the loss of Niger's uranium, Mali's gold, Burkina Faso's cotton. They are about the end of French domination in the Sahel. Keep watching, because it gets deeper. For decades, French presidents boasted that without Africa, France would sink to the rank of a third world country. That wasn't just a statement. It was an admission of dependency. Africa's uranium lit French homes. Africa's oil fueled French cars. Africa's resources filled French banks, and yet Africa itself remained poor. That was the Africa versus France economy. Paris shining, Niamey starving. But everything changed when the Sahel rose. In Mali, Colonel Assimi Goïta ended military cooperation with France. In Burkina Faso, Captain Ibrahim Traoré expelled French troops and reclaimed control of supply chains. In Niger, General Abdourahmane Chiani nationalized uranium, expelled Orano, and joined the alliance of Sahel states. These were not isolated acts. They were a coordinated rebellion against centuries of French colonization in Africa, and the results speak for themselves. The World Bank Niger report shocked the world when it projected that Niger will be the fastest growing economy in Africa in 2025, with an incredible 14.4% GDP growth. Agriculture is booming thanks to massive irrigation. Oil production has quadrupled. Uranium is finally under Nigerian control. While France is slashing $50 billion from its budget, Niger is rising. While Macron faces 200,000 protesters in Paris, Chiani commands millions cheering in Niamey. France shamed, Niger triumphant. But there's something the media isn't telling you. France's $50 billion budget hole has a direct link to Africa. With the Sahel cutting off cheap uranium, cheap gold, cheap cotton, France's energy bills are soaring, its industries are weakening, and its debt is spiraling. In 2024, France's deficit hit 5.8% of GDP. Now austerity is the only answer. Yet the people are refusing to pay the price for Macron's colonial failures. This is where Niger sends the world a message. When Africa breaks free, Europe shakes. When the Sahel rises, Paris trembles. Like this video, if you feel what's coming is long overdue, and you won't believe what happens next. Because this is no longer just about the streets of France. It is about a shift in global power. The Sahel rising shows that Africa's fastest growing economies are no accident. They are the fruit of resistance. Resistance to IMF debt traps. Resistance to French colonization. Africa, resistance to puppet leaders. When Niger breaks free from France, France breaks down at home. Comment below, because the next piece needs your voice. If you believe Africa must rise, comment, Africa must rise. If you stand with AES, Say it loud. AES forever. Now let us paint the contrast even more vividly. In Paris, pensioners march because their retirement is threatened. In Niamey, families celebrate cheaper rice, regulated rents, and free maternal health care introduced by the military government. In Lyon, students clash with police over tuition hikes. In Ouagadougou, young people cheer as Traoré opens new state-owned enterprises. In Marseille, unions strike against frozen wages. In Bamako, Goïta signs new defense pacts with Russia and Turkey. Two worlds, one falling, one rising. Which side of history do you stand on? And that's not all. The Sahel's victory is contagious. Senegal, under Bassirou Diomaye Faye, is following the same anti-imperialist path. Its economy is projected to grow 12.1% in 2025. Ghana debates taking back control of its gold exports. Across Africa, the message is spreading. If Niger can do it, why not us? If Mali can do it, why not us? If Burkina Faso can stand tall, then surely Africa as a whole can rise. But the question is, will France learn, or will it double down on?
Thank you for standing with us, for standing with the truth, and for standing with President Ibrahim Traoré. In these trying times, your voice is powerful. Don't just watch, be part of the movement. Subscribe to stay updated, share to awaken others, and head to the comment section. Tell us how you feel, what you believe, and what Africa means to you. Together we are louder, together we are stronger. This is Young Patriots TV, and you are the heartbeat of the mission.